Hi, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I got my Pikachu doll with me. I'm playing Pokemon Lost Silver. Ooh, wait, I just need to check why I'm recording. Okay. So, yeah. So, it's based on a creepypasta, basically, if you've ever wondered. I doubt you have. But, like, yeah. So, it's about a kid who buys, basically a Pokemon game, finds out it's hacked, and some really creepy stuff happens. Let's just get into it. This should be one video, fine. Not an idiot. Oh, sorry, Pikachu. I'm fresh from reading a few creepypastas, so probably gonna be really jumpy. So sorry about that. This isn't. Oh God, that scared the crud out of me. What happened? Oh God. Boom. Boom. Yeah, the unknown song. Okay, this is creeping me out. Can we stop now? Oh wait, let me check. Can I open the stop menu? Yeah, I can. Okay. Alright, Pokemon. So we got the unknowns. So let's check out unknowns. Stats. So that looks like an L. That looks like an E. That looks like an A. Leave. That's a V, I think. Leave. Let me guess. E. It spells leave. Leave Holly. Leave Holly. Oh, that's not good. This is Cyndaquil. Gosh, this isn't a hacked ROM, if you're wondering. It's I don't know what it is. So here we are in this room. This is creepy. I don't want to do this. I wanted to read you the story before doing this, but for some reason Craft won't let me do stuff like that because it's annoying. I mean, it's not annoying, it's better than Bandicam. I'm not saying I don't like Bandicam, but I should stop talking because this is gonna be Pikachu, hold me. Pika, Pika! Yeah, that's my Pikachu. It's fading out. What does this say? Turn back now. Uh-oh. Won't let me look. What? I can only select yes. Oh. Already has fainted. I don't like this. I don't have any arms, and my name is ... And that must Pokédex all 161. Then that I'm not good at this. I have my back. Okay. So now I am dead. That makes me think I'm dead. Now it's an escape rope. This is creeping me out, not gonna lie. And now I'm a ghost. Okay. I don't like this. And now why you do this? Why you do this? Well, oh, Silver. I'm gonna get freaked out, I can tell. Oh, this is gonna go on forever. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm just trying to make my review. Hug me, Pikachu. Hug me. Come on, I hope nothing's bad. Okay, wait, let me check my Pokemon. Did it change? Oh, I have a Celebi. Cool. Okay, let's see. Stats. Okay, let's see what this says. D. Oh, it doesn't have dead in it. Y, I think. D. Y. I don't know. I think that's Y. I don't know this. Deans, maybe? I can't make it out. That sucks. I'm really bad at unknown language. Do. This is a Y, maybe? DYI and that Celebi. What's a Celebi here? Oh, you're just a shiny Celebi. Oh, shiny Celebi. That's amazing. I'm the most badass haunted trainer ever. What are these guys? What are these fools think? Stop staring at me. They're all ghosts, just like me. Well, this is freaking me out, not gonna lie. Oh, look. It's Red! Hey, Red! What? Red is the ghost. Oh, that Pikachu's so sad! And he's level 255! Why is that? I can only use Paragon. Enemy Pikachu's speed fell. Enemy Pikachu's attack went up. Enemy Pikachu's defense went up. Paragon with both my tongs. Okay, that's bad. Pikachu's Parish count is 3. Celebi's Parish count is 3. Enemy Flail. I hate Parish count. So I'm just gonna keep using Parish count until something happens. Frustration. I'm frustrated too, Pikachu. No, I'm dying. Whoa. Pain split. Bad. It's going on without me. I'm not doing this. I'm not using these attacks. Enemy Pikachu's Nemo. Celebi can't escape now. Enemy Pikachu's Parish count. Celebi's Parish count. I died. Wait, he died? Pikachu has died. I don't want to. Oh god. Now I'm just floating around. That's a ghost. Now I'm scared. Where am I? I haven't really. It's been a while since I've played Silver. I've never played Silver Flute, but I played Soul Silver because I'm young. And wow, this is creepy. Hold me, Pikachu. I'll just keep going forward, I guess. Sweat again. Goodbye forever. Huh? Use Nightmare. Oh god. I don't like this at all. This is creeping me out. And I'm in this graveyard again. Except I'm invisible. Now what? This can't be. Is this just... Got it? Am I just stuck in here forever? Forever and ever? Am I just stuck? Forever and ever? Never? I think I'm just stuck. Let's check my Pokemon. What if I check this? Stats. I think that's an N. N. IND. Wait, that was an M. I'm dead. So we're dead now. Crap. We're dead. That's the end of it. Can't do anything. Won't let me control anything. See? Doesn't let me do anything. Nothing I do. Rip. Okay, so now, wait, let me just make sure I'm still recording. That's good. So now, you might all be wondering, okay, what the freaking, what is this? Well, the message of this is supposed to be, like, I doubt I can explain it well, but the message is that, like, what happens to those champions when the generations move on? Like, where is Red after he gets beat by Gold? And then when's gold at when when Gen 3 comes around? And then where's the trainer of Gen 3 when Gen 4 comes around, and just so on and so on. And they just die out of existence, losing all their fame, everything, just losing everything, and just being doomed to eternal damnation inside of a graveyard. Because everybody just treats them as soulless pixels. So yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed. But here, I want to do this. Let me just make sure I'm still recording. Okay, here's something I was meaning to do. Let me just move this out of the way. I'm going to read you. Now I'm just gonna read you the I'm gonna read you the creepypasta story here. I kind of missed out on some of the stuff when I was playing the game. Like, I didn't do all the stuff that I could have done that was in the story. But here, I'll just read it to you, I hope. Tell me if I'm good at reading this. I usually read fast, so I'm gonna try to read clearer and slower for you, just for you. But yeah, I have a story I'd like to tell you. It is a long story, but for you, Bad Ward, who would go TLDR, I'm not sure what that is, this story is not for you, so F off. You see, I am a simple college student living alone in an apartment. I was very enthusiastic about the release of Heart Gold / Soul Silver on the States. I have purposely locked myself out of all media and Jesus Christ, I'm bad at this, and the internet aside for school purposes. That means no 4chan, no Bulbapedia, etc. As I was busy with the school year and being a bad word at the time, these people he swears a lot. I wasn't able to buy Soul Silver on launch date. After my school year ended, I ordered Soul Silver on Amazon. Sorry, I'd rather be poor than a pirate. However, it would take a week for it to arrive. I decided that during that time, I would play my Crystal version on my Game Boy Color. However, I realized that long ago my mom threw it away because I told her the save went dead, and I was very upset about it then. She also threw away my Silver version, so all I have is my Game Boy Color. As such, I set out to GameStop and bought a used Silver version, and this is the only Pokemon game left that they have for the GBC. $10, fairly cheap, despite it being GameStop. Oh, effing GameStop. I went home and started up for a nostalgia trip. However, that's where the things started getting bizarre, and mostly the reason why you're reading this. For you're listening to me read it, probably very badly. The Game Freak logo started up as normal, but it just froze there. I thought this cart was just errored or something, so I turned it off and on. The same thing happened. I tried pressing A and started over and over and over, and all of the buttons. Eventually, the logo vanished, and there was a black screen for about 5 seconds. Suddenly, rather than going to the usual menu screen, I was already in the game, in a previous saved file, which was odd, as I was expecting all of these carts to have been wiped by the poor battery. Either way, I wasn't complaining, as I would have chosen the continue option to see what the previous guy did anyways. First off, I checked his trainer information. His name was just ... He didn't have much originality. I checked the profile and apparently had 999.59 hours put into the game, with all the 16 badges, a lot of Pokédollars, and all 251 Pokemon on the Pokédex. Since he must had Mew and Celebi logged also, I am guessing he either used the Game Genie or was a really hardcore Pokemon player back then. These person that's reading, I'm reading this all in one, so sorry if this like one try, so sorry if this errors. I checked his Pokemon to see what badass team he has. To my surprise, I saw 5 unknowns and a 6th Pokemon named Hari. I'm thinking that this must be this cruel joke by the person who last played this game, but I decided to check the profiles of these Pokemon anyways. As expected, there were different letters of unknown, all level 5. I was a bit shaky with my unknown alphabet at the time, but I identified the word spelled out to be leave. As for the 6th Pokemon, it turned out to be a Cyndaquil. Mind you, this is before there were individualized Pokemon icons. The Cyndaquil looked normal, but it was level 5 with only 1 HP, with only 2 attacks, Leer and Flash. I don't know why they named him Holly. I disregarded it. The most eerie thing was that despite being at max, despite my volume being at max, none of the Pokemon had said their usual cries. Just pure silence. Having enough of the team, I closed it. I was parked at what appears to be a room inside Bellsprout Tower. However, for some reason, there were no NPCs around. Even more eerie was that the pillar in the middle didn't move at all, as if just leaning on its side. There was no music at all, and there was no exit or ladder. At least, I thought there wasn't. I walked around for a few minutes, but can't seem to find a way out. This was certainly not a room I've seen in the Bellsprout Tower before. I've tried checking my items for an escape rope, but the bag was completely empty. There wasn't any wild Pokemon either. Finally, I've managed to find a ladder, which turned to be behind the pillar. The screen turned black and the music finally started playing. I had a sudden chill as I recognized the melody to be the theme you heard when you listened to the radio at the Alph Ruins where the Unknown were at. I immediately realized that it wasn't a loading transition, but rather I was in a dark room and would need Flash. Before I took care of that, though, I immediately checked my Pokegear to change the radio to something more pleasant. But it turns out there was no radio card, or even a phone, nor time cards. There was only a map in which Gold, from earlier, and I will call him Gold from now on, was just walking in a mist of black. I recall the Cyndaquil has Flash, so I turned off my Pokegear and made Cyndaquil use Flash. I didn't see any message saying Holly used Flash or anything like that. The room just became lit, just like that. And I soon regretted it. The room was a chilling blood red with a linear gray path heading south. The ladder I used to go up/down was not there at all. Suddenly I was asked to answer yes/no, but there was no question asked. I chose yes, as I do not want to know what it is asking, and the screen went black again, making a ladder climb sound. The Unknown radio music stopped, and in a few seconds was replaced with the not as creepy Pokeflute radio music. Really? I was in another dark room, but I held my breath and used Flash again. Suddenly it said that Holly has fainted, which was odd since I recalled that there was no status conditions like poison on Cyndaquil, and I clearly wasn't in a battle. I checked my Pokemon quickly, and suddenly he's no longer in my party. In fact, none of my Pokemon before were there, but instead were all replaced with level 10 Unknown. I did the same thing as before and spelled out my Unknown. My team of Unknown spelled, he died. Either way, after the creepy change, the room was lit to reveal myself in a very small room that appears to be only 4 squares big. The walls of the room were gray bricks, as if I was inside something that hollowed out. Something happened. Outside that room appeared to be a bunch of graves, similar to the ones used in Pokemon Red/Blue's Lavender Town. Don't talk about that. I've walked around the small room and pressed A, but nothing happened. I've already concluded at this point that this was clearly a hacked game, and some sadistic F sold it to GameStop to troll whoever buys it. However, my curiosity kept me going. I checked the trainer profile of ... again, only to find out that the Sprite of Gold was missing his arms. He also seems to appear less smug, but rather seems more sad and empty in a way that I do not know how to describe. For some reason, it also said that he has 24 badges, which is clearly impossible given that there were only 2 regions in the game. After that screen, the music stopped, and after finally landing, the overall Sprite of Gold is colored differently now. Sorry, I messed up. After a few minutes of aimless wandering, my character suddenly spun and did the escape rope spinning animation. Instead of flying up, though, my character spun downward slowly, as if sinking. After that screen, the music stopped. After finally landing, the overall Sprite of Gold is colored differently now. Instead of the usual red color he dons, he appeared completely white now, including his skin. It's as if he came straight from the colorless Game Boy games, placed into a colored background of the Game Boy Color. The only exception to this is that his eyes are red now, which reminded me of Mother 3's Hidden Boss, if you know about it. I checked his profile, and while now is as white as his overworld sprite, he lost his legs and what appears to be bloody tears from his eyes. He also says he now has 32 badges, which now starts to disturb me as this change of numbers seems to represent something important. I also checked my Pokemon, which this time contained 5 unknowns and a level 100 Celebi without a nickname. The unknown at this time level 15 and spelled out dying. I checked the that's what it's spelled. Oh, duh. I checked out the Celebi's profile. It was a shiny Celebi, except it's only half of the sprite. 1 leg, 1 arm, 1 eye. It only has 1 attack, Paris Song. The area I was in itself was a Sprout Tower with the immobile pillar as before, except everything in the room is apparently shaded red now. I walked north for what felt like forever. Eventually, I encountered some generic men and women NPC. They all lined up to... Oops. Yeah, generic men and women... Sorry, this is so bad. I just haven't practiced. They were all lined up to the side, just facing the long Stellantis pillar in the middle. They were also white, and nothing happened when I tried to speak to them. I kept going on north. Eventually, the pillar finally appears chopped off, which is with a transparent red in that spot. Note that the Pokemon trainer Red, who Ash Ketchum is based off of, for those not familiar with the game. I went to the red, and without pressing A, I was suddenly engaged, and finally in a battle. And the music starts again, which it sounds like the unknown radio music again, but played in reverse. Skull's Battleback Spider matches his front one with bloody eyes, with white skin and lack of arms, while Red Sprite was the same as before in DSC, except transparent/colorless. The text simply said, "Wants to battle," as if he has no name, and both of us only have 1 Pokemon each. Which is weird, since I swear I had with the 6 unknowns. My shiny Celebi came out, conveniently with half a sprite for the backs also. The shiny noise and animation was different, as sounds made like multiple screech attacks used consecutively. What sounded out a seemingly normal male Pikachu, except it would... wait, what was it? And his sprite seemed to sad and has tears in his eyes. I have to pause. I'll be right back. Someone's calling me. Sorry about that. I had to pause. Yeah, okay. So, and had tears in his eyes. That was the Pikachu. Rather than the usual Fight Item Pokemon 1 menu, I was only given the option to use the attacks. Since Celebi only has 1 Paris Song, I chose it naturally since Pikachu was level 255 and is generally fast. He went fast. Pikachu used Cause, lowering his speed and increasing his other stats. I'm not even sure if Pikachu could even lawn Cause. Celebi used Paris Song. In 3 turns, both Pokemon get KO'd. Not like I have a choice. At this point, it didn't even go back to the fight menu, as the battle just continued without me. Also note that there was no animations at all for some reason. Pikachu used Flare, which did not do much damage despite his level, and boost at his health was maxed. Celebi used Paris Song. Nothing happened as it was already used. Pikachu used Frustration, which did a ton of damage, knocking Celebi down to less than 10 HP. Celebi used Plane Split, which surprised me, as Celebi didn't even have that attack in the first place. Now Celebi and Pikachu have about 150 HP. Pikachu used Mean Look. Nothing happens as it was... no. Pikachu, not like that did anything, given I only have 1 Pokemon, but now I'm certain that Pikachu can't learn that. Celebi used Paris Song. Yet another pointless Paris Song was used. As expected, due to the effects of Paris Song, my Celebi fainted, except in the text it said, "Celebi has died." And instead of the ordinary drop-off of the screen animation, the Celebi backspite just vanished. For some reason, the Pikachu is still up, even with Paris Song, and it didn't count as my loss. Pikachu used 1 more different attack beyond the 5 attack limit. At that point, I freaked out, as Transparent Red... no. Sorry. Pikachu used Destiny Bond. After what it said, "Pikachu has died," with the slow fade-out animation. Apparently, I was the winner, as the transparent red sprite showed up and said, dot, 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 dot. At that point, I freaked out as transparent red's head suddenly vanished, leaving nothing but his transparent body. The battle then ended at that point and faded out along with the music. I'm back in the overworld with another change to the gold sprite. He's now as transparent as Red's overworld sprite. I quickly check Gold's profile, where this time the only thing remains of his head with a transparent skin. The head was zoomed in a bit, showing a black void in his eyes. But it now stated that he now has thoughty about this. Sorry, I'm bad at this. I then backed down and checked my Pokemon. They were all level 20 unknown, which spelled out no more. I was at what I know now is next to the end. There was apparently no music playing, but for some reason I felt like something was that could be hard. I was back in my room in Newbark Town. Maybe finally I get to play this game properly. But who am I kidding? I knew that sadistic F must have done something. I walked around my room to interact with things, as I'm a bit afraid to go down the stairs and see what's awaiting down there. Note I said walked, as just like those ghosts you see in Diamond and Pearl. Gold was not moving his transparent lips at all as he walked. Instead, he's just floating around as the background moves with him. As expected, the radio, computer, and TV did not walk. So I had no choice but to go down the stairs. I ended up in the same lower level of my house. Everything appears normal except Mom isn't home. After failing to interact in this room, I decided to go outside. To my surprise, the door leading outside at the south didn't walk, and instead I just walked right through it to avoid. I continued moving south to see what the F was going on. My house vanishes as I head south into the void. It was creepy as I'm bad at this, sorry. It was creepy as when I entered the void. The outline on Gold's transparent sprite turned right to contrast with the pitch black. Eventually, I reached the right area, and Gold's sprite turned black transparent again. I continued south without thinking of stopping at all. After a long trek south, I finally encountered something. It was Gold's regular sprite. I talked to it. He said, "Talk to it." Oh, sorry. I like I told you, I'm jumpy today. Goodbye, forever. Notably with a space in between the forever and ... and vanished. As that happened, it said, question mark, use nightmare, which at the point I would not deny would be impossible to do. Gold did another escape over spinning animation, slowly downwards like before. I checked my Pokemon. I'm now back in the small hollowed out room surrounded by graves all year. Or at least I say I was back there, as there's no sprite anymore. I tried to walk around, but nothing moved, not even wall bumping noises. I checked my trainer profile with absolutely no Gold sprite left. It said I have 0 badges, and all the faces of the Johto gym leaders on the next page of the profiles were replaced with skulls. I took my Pokemon, which were all level 25 unknown. As I expected, it spelled out a phrase that I dared to read. I'm dead. As soon as I went back to the overworld, the room I supposedly was in was then covered with the same blocks as the walls. I then figured out what exactly that room was when the final text said RIP. The room was a big grave, surrounded by other graves. Gold has already been dead. He died presumably a few years after he defeated Red. He was a young trainer who, despite his efforts in collecting so many badges and attempts at becoming a Pokemon Master, was still unable to avoid the inevitable fate of death, and his efforts were eventually forgotten by the next generation. His beloved Pokemon he worked so hard to raise has perished with him without a trace. This fate happened to his predecessor, Red, as Gold has joined him. After that experience, I will never look at the gimmick Pokemon unknown the same way again. They say the only first generation have folk tales and legends, but the second generation have shown me how unpleasant the truth can be. I eventually enjoyed Soul Silver immensely, but I still can't unthink that rigged game told me. It even made me choose Totodile just so I could not possibly encounter Cyndaquil in that game. For now, I don't know what I was thinking, but I still kept the cartridge, which is locked away in my apartment. I probably should rethink what to do with it. And that's it. Sorry if that sounded kind of bad and suckish, but yeah, thanks. Like and favorite, subscribe, monkey. Bye.